Let's take a look at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. 3.281 miles, 16 corners, a total as well of 58 laps. It's a fantastic sweeping circuit that has been modified since opened, but still provides a challenge. Get a good exit out of the last corner, sweep downhill and start the lap. Turn 1, a long sweep, quick left-hander as well, all the way down from 8th gear to 5th gear. Accelerate the exit, don't go too wide. Prepare for uphill turn 2 to the left, then to the right for a long sweep, turn 3. Keep the power down as well as you approach turn 4, the exit, and now turn 5, a hairpin. 3rd gear corner, double apex. You can take a lot more speed in and also a great opportunity to overtake. The longest straight in Formula 1, down all the way in 8th gear, DRS open as well as you're held towards turn 6 and 7 chicane. From 8th gear at over 300 kilometers an hour, snapping the brakes with around about 100 meters to go, down to 2nd gear, mid-corner, keep on the accelerate, open up to 3rd gear, and keep on the power hard as you open up the 2nd DRS zone on the run down towards turn 9's hairpin as well. Another long sweeping left-hander, which provides a lot of overtake and looks like an oval style corner. A lot of sweeps, a lot of easy high lines to take through as well, all filtering down towards turns 10, 11 and 12. From 7th gear all the way down to the braking zone for 3rd gear as you approach the Yas Hotel. Turns 19 and 20 modified ever so slightly as well to open up, now renamed 13 and 14. 7th gear to turn 15 now, flat out, easy the exit before a heavy braking zone down to 4th gear for the last corner, turn 16, downhill to the control line, and that is a lap of Yas Marina. Hello everybody, welcome to the last round of the championship for FIA Formula 2. It's the last day of term and Synthil is with me now in the commentary box and we can actually see you for the first time this year. Hello Synth, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I thought why not just put the camera on for the final sprint race, final feature race, just final race at all for the Formula 2 season this year. And I hope it's going to be a good one.
Absolutely, why not? And absolutely hope it will be a good one as well. We're getting ready then to cross over. So here it comes, the final feature race of the year for FIA Formula 2. Enjoy. In the sprint race.
The wonderful sight and sound of Yas Marina circuit. Nissany has done it with the lap of his life. And his teammate's taking it away.
Really?
Dabs have the front row. Where did that come from? The sprint race is go. Oh, and there's a big crash into the wall. That's great to see because that was a quick moment. We go again around Yas Marina.
We've got a real good battle here.
Late on the brakes, diving to the inside, Liam Lawson. Now DRS for Vershaw, who's going to try and fight back. Can he do it? This is for the lead. Liam Lawson hits the front. 2 lockups in 2 corners for Logan Sargent, who is under pressure. He's got 2 wheels just about on the racetrack, and Felipe Dragovic bullies his way through. That's a lockup that opens the door, and Dragovic gets through to 3rd position. Liam Lawson wins for the 4th time in Formula 2 this season.
Good job, guys. That was a nice one.
I feel like this is the speed we've always had, but at least to have a win on the last weekend is nice.
Carlin celebrating today. The penultimate contest of the season. It's belonged to Liam Lawson.
For one more time, in 2022, Formula 2 gets racing on a Sunday morning. It's the feature race here for round 14 of the series at the Yas Marina circuit of Abu Dhabi. Long time since Monza, but the sprint race yesterday certainly gave us an exciting whet the appetite as well. The cars making their way to the grid around this 3.282 mile circuit as well. Modified from when we first started racing here in 2009. 2 DRS zones, one on the run to turn 6 and 7, one on the run to turn 9. 8.2 metre elevation change, the highest coming at turn 9. In terms of action zones, last year, Piastri diving up the inside of Liam Lawson at the turn 6-7 chicane as well. Further up the track as well, a lot more drama at turn 9 with Nazani, Piastri and Vips all banging together as well. And that was in the sprint race as well on Saturday evening. And in the feature race on Sunday morning, Doohan and Lawson, huge contact into the wall as 3-1 doesn't go at the tightest part of the track. And the field now all formed up. 3 minutes until we get going. I'm Joshua Birch. Alongside me in the commentary box is the F2 commentator, Synthel. Hello, Synth. We're getting set for the last race of the year. And Awas is on pole with Roy Nazani second. So my question to you is, yesterday we had a red flag after 35 seconds. I'm predicting lights out and then we'll go straight to red. What do you think?
Well, a red flag doesn't happen that often, of course, but with Nissani and Awasa then up front, a chance of a safety or anything is pretty big. But yeah, basically like how Magnussen got pole, a bit lucky with the red flag, and now there's a Dams one too out of nowhere. So yeah, final race of the season. It's gone by very quickly.
And here's the starting grid, as we said, it's Zamu Awasa on pole position as well. Alongside him is Roy Nazani, that's going to be a nightmare. Second row of the grid, Theo Pourchaire starts third, alongside Felipe Drugovich in fourth. Third row of the grid, fifth on the grid for Jack Doohan. Logan Sargent starts sixth. Remember, Sargent has to finish ahead of Jack Doohan to secure his super license points as well. Fourth row of the grid, Dennis Hauger seventh. Emil Cordial impressed everyone in the sprint race yesterday. He starts eighth on the grid. Fifth row of the grid, Liam Lawson, yesterday's sprint race winner and the sprint race champion, is ninth. Richard Verschoor chased him down for second, starts 10th. Sixth row of the grid, Marcus Armstrong is 11th alongside Johan Jaruvalo in 12th, who crashed yesterday, of course, with Enzo Fittipaldi, who starts on row 7 and 13th. Ralph Boschung is 14th on the grid as well, rounding out the 7th row. 8th row sees Yuri Vips alongside Frederick Vesti as well in 15th and 16th. 9th row of the grid, 17th for Juan Manuel Correa. Zane Maloney is in 18th position as well. 10th row of the grid, 19th for Ollie Caldwell. Clement Novalak is 20th. And on row 11, the last row, 21st on the grid as well for Tatiana Calderon. Marino Sato starts 22nd. Engine notes rising up as well. It's a 33-lap race, and it's going to be a lot of really bad strategy. We saw yesterday that the tyres on the mediums died out around about 3 laps before the end of it. That was 20 laps. Soft tyres are going to die even quicker, but 33 laps, soft tyres going to go after that, 9? I don't think we're going to see much of a race. It's more going to be how quickly can you conserve your tyres from stint to stint.
Yeah, well, I think I saw Jack Doohan already on the medium side. Yeah, multiple different strategies already, so that could be an interesting one. Yeah, saving tires is going to be important for this race because you've got that mandatory pit stop, and without it you couldn't make it to the end anyway. So let's see what they're going to do with this pit stop and who's going to nail this strategy.
Absolutely, as they head off down towards turn 5. Just a reminder, track temperature is at 41.2 degrees, air temperature 30.2, wind speed at 2.4 miles per second, and let's hear from the top 3.
It's a good opportunity for me to win a race and also to help the team to clinch that team's title. So we will see, but tire management will be the key. It's going to be very, very warm, and you know, this track as well, you can overtake, that's good, 2 big DRS zones. So yeah, we'll try to enjoy.
The happiness inside the team today was priceless because they are so dedicated, and they deserve it as a reward for all this hard work, because they had this result in the past, this kind of results in the past, but it's been a while.
I will try to do my job, and then I will see what happened in the race. So just I need to adjust my driving and the fighting stuff for each cases. That is my target.
The top 3 then, starting on the grid, and Nazani's aim is clear, so is Awasa's Synth, but this is going to be a lot more entertaining. What do you make of what they said?
Yeah, well, of course, what Pucher said is going to be the one to watch now. Who's going to take the title for the constructor championship? Is it ART or is it MP Motorsport? Or maybe Carlin, who is not too far behind him as well. Pucher in the ART starts in third, and Djokovic right behind him in the MP Motorsport. So it's going to be one to watch as well. Who's going to take the constructor championship?
It's going to be a lot of exciting situations ahead of us then. Do not leave the room. This will be a race of the season. Sargent needs his super license points, which means he will stay ahead of Doohan. Doohan starts 5th, Sargent 6th, but in the gap in the championship, Sargent is on 135 points, Doohan on 126. So 9 points between them. That increased slightly yesterday, with Sargent finishing ahead of Doohan, but only by 2 points. So this is the key day. Sargent must stay 3rd in the constructors. We'll keep you updated on that. If he doesn't, I don't think has got enough super license points. So it really is crucial, isn't it, Synth?
I do think he's got quite some points already, but I'm not too sure. But let's see if he can actually stay 3rd then. Here we go.
Green flag is coming to the back as Marino Sato and Tatiana Calderon line up. Lights coming on. The final race of 2022 is under starters' orders. Lights out, race on for the feature. Good start from Iwasa. Nazani's got a better one. He's on the inside. Pochier's going to try around the outside. Gets forced down. Nazani has the inside line. Iwasa tries on the outside. They're nearly making contact. Nazani's not backing out. Iwasa sends it around the outside into 2. Inside of 3. And it's Iwasa keeping the lead away from Nazani. And miracles since they've all got through turn 2 safely.
Yeah, really close between them. They're not really trying to do safe at all for the team. They are really battling it out.
Djokovic.
And actually it is Djokovic who's got ahead of Pucher indeed. And he's also fighting for 2nd now ahead of Nizani.
Djokovic has gone up into 3rd, Pochier's dropped to 5th. Now the slipstream battle begins down the run towards turn 6 and 7. Nazani trying to move left and right. We've got cars everywhere. That's Yuri Vips trying to dive on the inside as well. And that's Armstrong on Cordeal. Vips further back as well was off the track, the same as his teammate directly behind him. Now we've got, that's Liam Lawson with Jack Doohan side by side, and they're all just squeezing through.
Yeah, Logan Sargent nearly making contact there, and this is Maloney actually trying to attack as well in the background, and there goes Sargent down the inside.
Picture break up on one screen, not on the other. Around the outside, Cordeal gets past as well, and there's contact. Spin on the back.
And a spin.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that was one of the Campos.
Trying to have a look at Ollie Caldwell's gone down the order. We can't tell till the mini sector updates itself. Fittipaldi trying to go around the outside. Yellow flag still out. If the car stalled, it'll be a safety car. Fittipaldi on the inside as well, getting a lovely move on Zane Maloney as well. Yellow flag still out, but they've passed the control line, so it'll have to be a virtual safety car if they want to throw it, and it is Ralph Boschong and Tatiana Calderon involved too.
I have damage. I'm out.
Boschong has damage and is out, and Tatiana's gone down the order. Let's take a look. Synth.
Yeah, he's been spun around by, I think that's Correa then.
Yeah.
Who's given him a touch, unfortunately. So, and it was Novak who's gone very wide as well. So he's out of the race, but we still no safety car or anything.
Yeah, still green. Nothing's changed. There's a few moves happening further back. So Sargent 7th, Doohan's dropped down into 10th position. So bad start from him. Ralph Boschong has stopped. That's now been confirmed by the computer, but no sign of the virtual or full safety car. And now we have a virtual safety car deployed. Right decision.
Oh, Armstrong.
Whoa, that was a late move. Well done from Jack Doohan getting through on the inside there, just as the virtual safety car was called officially.
Yeah, virtual safety car deployed. I think the car was around the middle of the track, so I'm not sure why it's only a virtual safety car. Again, pretty late then. Oh no, it's on the side of the track, so I think that's fine then.
Yeah, they can get the crane out there quite quickly just to neutralise the race. It's at turn 9, there's a lot of room there. If it was the old chicane, maybe not. Let's take a look at the start then, Sid, over to you.
Yeah, so it was a very good start from Ronnie Zani, and he's definitely not being safe in turn 1 against his teammate, and Iwasa isn't either. He's braked very late and stick it around the outside, very well done. There we can see Pucher being forced out wide, and that's why he lost another position then to Dennis Hauger as well, and dropped down to P5. In the back, it's all going side by side, and now Iwasa still leads from Ronnie Zani, and then it's just Djokovic already behind him.
clean start, wasn't it, as well, for everybody compared to yesterday. But some do-or-die manoeuvres, and brilliant from Felipe Drugovich. Portier really did run wide as well, and that is Liam Lawson, I believe, trying to pass.
Yeah, with Logan Sargent.
Yeah, Sargent, yeah. Bad start for Doohan, dropped to 9th. There
I
he
think,
is.
yeah, Sargent got forced out wide as well, I think, right through here. As you can see it on the exit.
Helicopter camera's not good. There he is, Sargent getting forced out wide. And this, the slipstream down the straight. That's Iwasa moving once, moving twice. Does he move a third time? Yes, he does, actually. Oh, that's a bit worrying. And that's Armstrong getting on the inside. Vips directly behind him as well. And this is Sargent being forced wide, since, as you said.
Yeah, well, there wasn't really. He was just a little bit next to his tire, so maybe he should have backed out of it. But yeah, nothing too serious, I think.
Push me off.
He pushed me off. Sargent's viewpoint very clear there. And that's Novalak locking up. Correa getting spinning around Boschong. And something's happened to Tatiana Coldron, shot down into 21st position because she was up to 19th. So she can get caught up in that. VSC is coming in, and we are back to green flag conditions in about 3, 2, 1. There we go, green flag again at turn 9. That was a very quick restart. And side by side, Portier getting past Howden, cutting him off into turn 9. Great stuff there for Theo Portier.
Yeah, great restart. Very, he was very well on it there, and he got past Hauger immediately. So Hauger got napping, I guess.
Yeah, Sleepy Beeps, he's still really thinking it's the season. Well, this is like a mid-season race, isn't it? Because it's 2 months since Monza, and the next season doesn't start for 3 months. So he's got, it's like we're just slap bang in the middle of the winter season for them. They've come and done a weekend's work for a bit more cash as they come back through. Right, 3 laps completed. We start the 4th lap now. Iwasa leads, Nazani second. Both teammates, remember, which you often think they're not going to make contact, but these two often do, even though they are teammates. It is rule 1, but it happens. Sargent and Lawson, 6th and 7th. Will Lawson, with it being Carling, will there be a team order to help Sargent with the super license points? Because Doohan's now right behind him. Doohan's moved back up to 8th on that restart, past Cordeal and Armstrong.
Nah, I don't think they'll. Team orders not really a thing in Formula 2, is it?
Yeah.
I think my camera's working. Yeah. So I don't think that will happen, to be honest.
Quickly turn the race off. There we are. You are sideways a little bit, but I can sort that if you need. I can sort that if you can't. As Doohan looks to the inside of Sargent. There we go. Doohan looking to the inside of Sargent. Down at turn 6 and 7. This is a better slipstream. DRS not active for another lap. And this is Sargent.
I have no grip.
Oh, Sargent's got no grip as well. This is going to be a bit crucial if Doohan can switch on those medium compound tyres. It's Sargent on the softs, already complaining of no grip. Doohan's on the mediums. And remember the gap in the championship. This is very crucial. I wish we had a graphic to show us that. It's the only interesting thing going on this weekend is if Sargent can get his super license points. Sato's up to 16th.
Yeah, he's got quite some points, I think, already. I'm not sure, but I think I heard the commentator said yesterday on the actual stream that he needed 2 more points, but I'm really not sure about that at all.
Fingers crossed then. They can't afford to lose those. Fastest lap goes, well, it keeps changing now. It goes to Theo Portier, the 140.124. Across the line. DRS is now active this lap because after a virtual safety car, it does deactivate for the following lap, but then activates immediately after. It's a bit of a different procedure with virtual safety cars. As they come back into the braking zone, just been told that Daniel Ricciardo wants a break from racing and return to familiarity of Red Bull for 2023. Interesting, so he is back at Red Bull. I mean, that was the worst kept secret of the paddock, really. That he was, well, another one. He was going back. Actually, no, I think that was a fairly well-guarded secret. I'm going to change my mind on that because nobody expected Ricciardo to go back to Red Bull. Ever.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that happen either. Quite a surprising move. I thought, yeah, when he left, he would never come back anymore because the way, I guess, he left there because he didn't feel like he was treated enough, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I didn't expect that to happen. I really thought he was going to Mercedes.
I thought so, but now it looks like Mick Schumacher's going to have that honour as well. Racing continues. DRS still not active on that second straightaway. 51.13 remain on the board as Drugovic trying to close down Roy Nazani. This should be an easy win for Drugovic, really. Iwasa and Nazani. I mean, Iwasa, I think, has won a couple this year. Yeah, 1 feature race. Drugovic has won 1 sprint and 4 feature races. Looking at my board, he is already Drugovic, the F2 champion and the feature race champion, because he's won 4. Pourchair's won 3, Sargent's won 2, 1 apiece for Doohan, Jeruvala, Iwasa and Hauger. Just looking at the standings in our combox sheets as they come through. Pit stops will be key now, I think, since that's... Oh, here we go. This is the battle we wanted to see. The MP Motorsport versus ART Grand Prix, the Live Constructors Championship, and MP Motorsport currently leading by 302 points to ART's 294, Carling on 286. So MP with Drugovic dominating, but Novalak has been sort of a flash in the pan this year, and only at Monaco was he any good.
Yeah, well, in both cases it's just about 1 car, because Novalak and Vesti are both outside of the point, so it's up to Drugovic and Pourchaire to battle this Constructor Championship out, basically, on track, and see how they will do this.
It's going to be very interesting, so we'll keep you updated on that throughout the race. It's lap 6 of 33, completed 5 as they go on. DRS now active in all zones, which is brilliant. Had a problem with that yesterday after the red flag procedure as well. Drugovic started 4th up to 3rd, Pourchaire 4th as well, and the gap is increasing between Sargent and Doohan. It's now at 0.7 of a second, and it was as close as 3, so that's a better situation to manage.
Nizani is still within a second of Iwasa. Here we see Iwasa. Can he try to attack him anymore, or is he maybe trying to stay behind him now and with DRS be able to defend against Drugovic? What will they do at Dams?
I think that's going to be the key, isn't it? Just keep Iwasa out front, Nazani second, wait until the pit stops, and then we can figure out what the strategy is going to be for the 2 leading this race. Chris Metland has just tweeted, in the Sargent Super License watch, P7 behind Lawson in P6, but ahead of Doohan in P8 is enough to keep him 3rd in the Drivers' Championship. He's helped slightly by Nazani being up in P2 and now taking big points from others. So this is brilliant for Sargent. He needs Nazani to stay 2nd and then to stay in 7th with this order, and he's got the Super License points he needs. If
okay,
not,
so he does need to get 3rd.
Yes, he does, yeah. He absolutely needs to get 3rd. That's been confirmed now by Chris Maitland as Drugovic has got the DRS right. He's going to pull around the outside of Nazani. This is not what needed to happen as well. Can he get the move down into turn 6? They both take each other wide. Nazani braking so late, but that's going to have Drugovic going to cut back out of 7. DRS opens with the King Kick 9. And now we go down to the head, to the almost hairpin roundel, pulls to the outside line. Does Drugovic as well? Nazani's going to try and hold the inside line. The soft compound tire hasn't worked. Drugovic takes 2nd. Brilliant move from the F2 champion.
Yeah, very well done. Obviously, last year Roy Nazani collided here with the champion in that corner. So luckily this time out he took it safe and we braked early.
Box opposite to the car in front. Copy, box.
So Lawson's been told to box opposite Hauger. So basically, if Hauger doesn't come in this lap, Lawson dives into the pit lane. Where is he on that little order? There he is. So Hauger's gone... Oh, no, they've both pitted. Oh, no! Well, clearly, Liam Lawson doesn't understand box opposite because he's...
He also said copy, box. So I think he thought he had to box. So yeah, misunderstood.
Well, that's a rookie mistake for Liam Lawson. As Prima pit, Hauger, Carling pit, Lawson, medium tyres go on. There's another car coming down the pit lane. This might just help because it might stop Hauger going out. No, it's going to be an unsafe release for sure. Oh, brilliant stop from the Carling team to get him out ahead of Lawson. That was Lawson ahead of Hauger. That was brilliant from the Carling guys.
Yeah, very well done. No, it was a battle in the pit lane in that case then. As we see, Pourchaire now behind Nizani as well.
Fantastic up the inside. Pourchaire takes 3rd position. Nearly contact. And Nazani keeping his nose in, but Pourchaire goes to 3rd.
He should have waited because now he's got the DRS, but now it's maybe a little bit too far, isn't he? He's going to try it with the slipstream and the DRS to get back in turn 9.
It's too far back, although he's going to think about it. Poitier knows he's going to think about it, but Poitier goes wide, trying to defend from it. Nazani goes on the
curb.
inside. Oh no! That was a mistake from Poitier. That is very rare to see, actually.
Yeah, he's gone a bit too wide. As soon as he touched the curb there on the outside, there was no way that he was going to make the corner and stay ahead of Nizani. You can see a replay of him. Did he lock up as well? No, he just really braked way too late and then onto the curb. Yeah, silly mistake, and now he's going to try again next lap. As I think Iwasa, the leader, is going to the pits.
He is, here he is. Iwasa dives in, Djokovic takes the lead, and Theo Poitier comes in too behind him. So in comes the Dams, in comes the ART, and it's a medium compound tyre going on. Nazani second, Sargent third, Duran fourth. Good stop there from Iwasa, and Poitier hasn't even reached his pit box yet before Iwasa is done. Right, here's Poitier.
Yeah, here he is. We've seen some crazy pit stop chaos in the past as well in Formula 2, so hopefully everything goes okay now. Yeah, it does. And it comes out obviously behind Iwasa. Now let's see if the undercut has worked.
Lawson is 19th, and the gap closing. We're waiting to see him come around the corner. Don't think he has, so that's Iwasa getting out ahead of Lawson. But can Poitier get out ahead of Lawson? Can't see it. There is Lawson, just diving through the picture. So Lawson jumps Poitier, but doesn't manage to jump Iwasa. So the overcut worked there for Iwasa.
Yeah, but Hauger has got more temperature in the tires, and he immediately dives down the inside and takes, he takes a position.
Yeah, Poitier's just dived out of the way, but he's going to get the slipstream and the DRS down towards it, but it's going to be DRS advantage for Hauger, not Poitier. He's going to have to do this for slipstream. He's pulled out alongside him as well. They've both got the DRS. Okay, that makes more sense. Wheel to wheel into turn 6 and 7. Hauger's braking late. Poitier's locked up. The car wiggles, goes too wide, has to cut the chicane as well. That'll give the position back to Hauger, and Poitier trying to run before he can walk. The tyres aren't heated up yet.
Yeah, he should have known, and now he has to give the position back. Does he know that?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, there goes Hauger going back through. Yeah, he jumped Lawson as well, actually. That's what's confusing me. Dragovic pits, Nazani pits, Sargent pits. So it's Doohan. What? Hang on a minute. Yeah, Sargent pits. So yeah, Doohan takes the lead. Cordial second, Armstrong third. Long run for MP Motorsport down to the end of the pit lane. In we go.
No, it's crucial for Dragovic to stay ahead of Poitier.
He's got to for the Constructor Championship. Oh, it's a slow stop. It's still not going. What's happening? Has he gone? He had to be pushed away. That's a super slow stop from Dragovic. Green light was on. No one's home.
Now, the question is, where is Poitier?
Poitier is coming round. Poitier. The timing screen's not showing us correctly. Is that Theo Poitier?
I think it is.
So there's Lawson 15th. Hauger. Poitier is out ahead. But what?
He's ahead of Nazani.
Dragovic still 14th. Well, the cameras have completely missed that. Dragovic is 14th, Poitier 17th. So Dragovic did manage to get out ahead of Poitier. But Nazani's dropped all the way down to 18th position. So that is Iwasa. There's Dragovic. There's Lawson. And there's Poitier further back. So yes, he did. Timing screens are correct. There's a big lock up there for Dragovic coming into the turn 6 part of the track. He's just come out new tyres.
Yeah, Lawson could have an opportunity now.
We need at least 11 more, and we'll take it from there.
That's 11 more points as well as they come through. Are we going to see Dragovic come under pressure from Liam Lawson? No, not into turn 9.
Well, Lawson got more temperature in the tire, so he should have a lot more grip in these first couple of corners, but I think Dragovic is okay for now.
Yuri Vips pits from 5th, and this is a replay 7th.
Yeah, this is Iwasa and Liam Lawson then behind him. So makes like, Hauger gone a bit deep, and that means Poitier could attack. This was replay, of course, of him getting past.
Yeah, this is the contact between the two, and Poitier going wide, but there's the lock up.
Locked the rears as well, so gone straight on and had to give the position back. And I think he's still behind him now.
Yeah. Hauger 16th, Poitier 17th, according to the timing screen, so yeah, he is still behind him. Lap 11 then. Of 33, completed 10. First pit stop starting to go through. Vips rejoins 15th. Zane Maloney, actually Vips rejoins way down the order in 18th position. and Maloney rejoins in 20th as Vesti gets out ahead of him. So Dewan's yet to pit, but he's running long. He's on the medium compound tyre leading this race, with Cordial behind him and Armstrong third.
I wonder if it's going to work. Of course, if there's going to be late safety car, it would definitely work. But if it doesn't, it could be very interesting to see him trying to catch up to everyone as soon as he goes onto the quicker soft tyre.
Soft tyres are going to be very key to try and keep them running as well in the late stages of the race. Here's Sargent.
Why do we box so late?
Sargent not happy that they boxed so late from Carling. And that is true. They pitted Lawson first. Now Sargent down in 17th with Dewan first at the moment. Sargent doesn't have the super license points as things stand, as into the pit lane comes Cordial. So at the moment, no points for Sargent means no super license, which means no Williams drive. Oops.
Who would be the replacement then for
Schumacher.
him? Just think about that. I don't see anyone else at the moment really taking that slot. Would Latifi come back?
Yeah, because I don't think they won't. I think it all depends on if Schumacher becomes a Mercedes driver, then they can shove him in at Williams. But Ricciardo doesn't want to come back, and yeah, it's going to be very because he's got Red Bull. So it's weird. Somehow, if Sargent doesn't get it, then Williams made the mistake of hiring somebody who doesn't have a super license.
Yeah, but he can get more points afterwards in the young driver test, right?
I'm not sure if that. I don't know if that can count. I hope it does, because it's just it's 100 kilometres in a Formula One car, isn't it? You've got to do so. I presume he can. I wouldn't be too worried. I don't think. I think he only needs a couple more. But the question is, how many 100 kilometres can you complete as well? It's 19 laps around this track, and that's where the young driver test is. So he'll have to do. That's 1 point as well. So to get the points he misses for third, which is about 6, he'll have to do quite a lot of Grand Prix distance. As well, 2 Grand Prix distance, I think, as they come through in 2 days of testing, and he's sharing the car. So interesting.
Yeah, and then they can maybe take the risk of put him in the car when he doesn't have enough, and then with pre-season testing, get him that enough kilometers.
That's true. Then you get it in pre-season and give him a whole 2 days of the 3, and an Albon as well. But yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. I think Williams might be starting to panic a little bit at the moment. Sargent 16th with Dewan leading. The big what-if situation is happening. Good for me. He said Mick Dewan. Good for Jack Dewan though, leading in the feature. I'm just taking a look. He has won 2 sprints in the feature this year, and he's level on points actually with Johan Jaruvula. So we should actually be watching Jaruvula as well. And Enzo Fittipaldi. So we should actually be watching them to try and catch up as well in the standings. But after the sprint race, of course, Fittipaldi's got no points, so he's out of it as well. But Fittipaldi's 5th, so the main one we've got to look at is Dewan. That is the big threat because of after the sprint race yesterday.
Yeah, and then it's more exciting that they're on a complete different strategy as well.
Yeah.
As well as Fittipaldi and Jaruvula. So maybe if it's going to be a safety car, then those two can maybe even get ahead of him as well. As we see, late braking from Dragovic.
Whoa! Dragovic, look, went for the inside move, locked up and almost ran into the back of Lawson. He was so close to it, I thought he was going to take the front wing off.
Yeah, he was all out of shape under braking and nearly hit the back there. So close to contact. Luckily his front wing is still on, but now he's immediately under pressure by Liam Lawson as well.
Lawson's going to try around the outside line. It's not going to work at turn 9. DRS was a bit too short there as Dragovic went defensive, so he lives to fight another day. Iwasa stays in 10th position at the moment. SHT says Sargent just needs to keep it calm. And this is a replay. Oh, it's close, wasn't it, Seth?
Yeah, and locked the rears as well, and all out of shape. So luckily he didn't hit the back of Iwasa. That was actually maybe the virtual battle of the lead, isn't it?
Yeah. But it is the virtual battle for the net lead of the race between Iwasa and Dragovic as well, because Dewan and everyone else has still got to pit, even though Dewan has a 2.8 second advantage over Armstrong. And if one lucky safety car happens, the race goes his way. Here's Armstrong now.
We are happy. Not limit now. We cannot do more.
Ah, well, that's going to help. Armstrong's been given the black and white flag for the track limits, as we heard over the radio. So he's gone over the control line 3 times. As we battle on hard down the back straightaway towards turn 6 and 7. Fitzy says Sargent should be fine as long as no safety car shenanigans happen, since the medium starters haven't pitted. You are absolutely right, should be okay, but we're all worried about that safety car, because if it's one thing we know, Abu Dhabi and safety cars at bad times happen.
Yeah, well, you can't predict this, of course. So, yeah, at Carlin they're really hoping, and at Williams as well, that there's not going to be a safety car. As we see now, we're on board with Logan Sargent, trying to attack the car in front.
Nazani.
Yeah, it's Nazani. Oh, you gotta watch out.
Yeah, not good. This could end the Formula One dream right now, and America's dream. I've been talking a lot with the Grid Network pundits as well. They're all very excited that they're going to have a full-time American driver in Formula One next year. First time that's happened since Scott Speed, because Rossi, of course, was only a debutant for half a season. So this is going to be a lot of a good news story for Formula One, and Sargent racing 3 times in his home race next year. That's a bit weird, though. Let's hear from Lawson.
MP in the team's championship.
Okay, so Lawson's starting to get angry at Dragovic now.
He's 1.3 behind. I'm not sure why.
Have you seen who's just taken the fastest lap? Cordeal. 1:39.485. Emil Cordeal has just taken the fastest lap of the race.
I think he's the latest to pit as well, from the soft to the mediums. But yeah, well, this is a good track for him. He's got a good race yesterday as well, and now he's got the fastest lap, which could give you a point if you're obviously within the top 10 at the end of this race.
We are now as quick as race price.
I tell you what, I've just received a notification on my phone that I'm incredibly happy about. It's a messenger notification, which means that my Facebook Messenger is working again. It hasn't been showing me notifications for a week. I keep missing loads of messages. That's cheered me up this morning. Everything's going. Oh, hang on a minute. Now AVG is having a problem and slowing down the computer. It's give and take, isn't it? As well. Go away, AVG. Nobody likes you. It's like the paperclip on Microsoft. Nobody likes it. And now Sargent closing in on Nazani, and it's just getting more tense and more aggressive. And this is actually a good race. It's not a boring race as we feared. It's actually good.
Now, there are quite a lot of battles indeed, so this is pretty close as well between Sargent and Nazani. He's going to try and attack him this lap. That's going to be question, or next lap of course, because they're entering the next lap now. He's close. What's the gap now between the two of them? It's 0.6. So maybe you can attack him this lap. You just gotta try and keep as close as possible to his first sector, and then you've got the 2 DRS zones afterwards.
This is one of the closest battles on the track. The other one is Juan Manuel Correa, 5/10 away from Marino Sato. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well, up in 7th and 8th positions as we go down the back straightaway once again. Tatiana Calderon is 9th and Awasa is 10th. Don't know why that's why we're taking a look at it, because this is what we're watching now. Calderon trying to defend from Awasa. She's on the alternate strategy, so the medium she started on 16 laps ago. And Awasa changed over to the mediums around about 5.5 laps ago as well. But just look at the closing speed that we've got from Awasa on new tyres. Going to go to the inside line, and Tatiana offers no resistance at all.
Yeah, Doonan is going to be quite far behind as he makes his pit stop, but those softs should be a lot quicker. But then he needs to get past as well. It could be a very difficult start to make it work. But well, it's going to be interesting. Let's see in which lap exactly he will dive into the pit lane then.
It's got to be soon. Lap 17 and 33. I reckon lap 19, 20. Then you can think if you take the softs that far, can you? 13 laps? Just about. Correa pits. And there he is. And Tatiana.
Okay, well there we go. And already, they're on the mediums, aren't they? So they're pretty early onto the softs then.
So 17 laps is what they can do. And that means that no one's going to make it to the end of the race who's pitted for mediums earlier on, because they were going to run out. So this is going to get feisty. And the late safety car could change the complexion of this race. And it so often can. As Nazani being hunted down by Logan Sargent. And Juan Manuel Correa resumes in 20th. Tatiana Calderon in 21st position. They drop down to the back, and this is the problem. The top 7 are just going to fall right to the back of the field. So we're watching Awasa versus Dragovic for the lead of the race. As now Poitier looking for the inside of Hauger for net 4th position.
Yeah, this is quite an interesting battle as well. Poitier needs to get past and try and close up then to Felipe Dragovic. Can he get past him now? He's maybe a little bit too far, isn't he?
Yeah, too far back into turn 9. Late lunch, not going to work. And I wish these notifications from McAfee also would go away. They slow down the computer and it's so annoying. So apologies if we glitch at any point. Oh, Poitier was a little bit closer there into turn 13 and 14. This Yaz Hotel section, to which last night there was a music concert going on outside, and it didn't stop until 3:30 a.m. It kept all of the drivers awake. They are not happy. Just a little update for you there. Rachel Brooks as well was also staying in that hotel, the Sky F1 reporter, and she is still asleep, I understand, at the moment. I think she'll be awake now though, with 22 thumping great V6 Formula 2 cars going around.
Yeah, these are louder than the Formula 1 cars.
Yeah. They're more, I like the sound of the F2 cars. I wish Formula 1 could make it sound a little bit better with theirs. I would say bring back the V8s, but now that we can hear them in our earphones, I think I might go deaf quite quickly. So keep it as it is. Beforehand it was fine, but now we can actually hear the cars. It's different, but
yeah.
That's Mazzani again. Trying to have a look at the. That was Sargent. No.
Yeah.
Yep. Sargent.
Well, he's still not close enough. He's really, closing up with the DRS, and then as soon as you go to sector 3, he's losing out.
Now, where would we come out? Around P8 or P9.
And that crucially is ahead of where, if they come up P8, P9, that's ahead of where Sargent is in 14th place. So that's bad news for Logan Sargent with 15 laps to go of the Abu Dhabi Formula 2 race.
Yeah, still no pit stop from the top 5.
This is getting stranger.
Yeah. Well, if you wait too long, you're not going to have too much of an advantage and too much time to close up anymore to the rest of the field and to your main rival. So they're waiting quite a while.
Everybody has pitted, as you say, bar the top 7. So Doohan, Armstrong for sure, Jubila, Fittipaldi, Novalak, and Sato. Sato's last lap time, Novalak's last lap time was a 1:40.995, new personal best. So those medium tyres are actually faster than Awasa's. Awasa did a 1:41.414. So Novalak on 19 up-old mediums is faster than Awasa on new mediums. So they're not losing their pace just yet. Doohan did a 1:40.432. That's still quicker than, quicker. In fact, it's exactly the same time as Felipe Dragovic. So Doohan is saying exactly the same time as Porsche, goes late on the brakes in towards the corner, gets ahead of Hauger, but further back as well. Sargent is trying to have a go at Roy Nazani. There's a little bit of contact there. Nazani can't get through. Porsche has passed Hauger. Now can Sargent pass Nazani? All right, and Hauger's fighting back.
Yeah, you've got 2 DRS zones. This is what can happen if you overtaken the first one. You get re-overtaken the second one, and can Sargent get that place?
The team director needs to focus back. Did he get through? No. That's bringing Cordeal into the battle as well. Oh, this is going from bad to worse for Sargent. Somebody say F1 fading?
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, this is not really going well for him at all.
Let's hear from him.
You guys put me to here. Okay, we did our best, mate. I'd like you to do the same.
Sargent blaming the team saying, well, we did our best to keep you in F2. Is what they didn't say there. This is unbelievable. What's happened to Cordeal?
Yeah, he's
way
just taking a
offline.
weird line. Sometimes it just looks when they go offline that they're pulling over. As we see the late move, well, Pogačar down the inside here, but then you've got a second DRS zone, and that's what helped Hauger re-overtake him.
Just pulled right round the outside. No dirty line either. It's all clean, and it was brilliantly done. Right on the brakes as well. Sweepers will be out on the track between the F2 and F1. Make sure everything's okay, ready for the main race. Can Pogačar find a way through? Not this time around. Time penalty for Marcus Armstrong. 5 seconds. Yeah.
That will be for track limits.
They're not careful. Pogačar might get one. He's very wide there. He's got the DRS this time though from P12. He's a lot faster as well. Then Hauger pulls to the inside very, very late in turn 9. That's going to be contacted. They're not careful. Pogačar has to back out of it as well. Hauger shut the door, and that was a little bit cheeky.
Yeah, it's not really a corner where you can easily dive on someone, so I really thought he was going to go wide, but he did very well to brake late and just make the corner, so very well done there, but not enough.
So looking in the mirrors, head down, come on.
Stop looking in the mirrors, head down. Okay. Game on.
So, wait, does it mean he wants... Stop looking in the mirrors? Why? It's only he has to look in the mirrors at this point. Does he have to let him pass or anything? No, right?
No, I don't know. I think. Do you reckon just go for it? Forget about him? Shouldn't have to let him pass. Weird radio message. Usually it'd just be head down. Come on.
Yeah,
and off goes Sazani. Way wide of turn 1.
Well, that's got a bit dirt on your tires as well, so that maybe gives it a bit of an advantage to Logan Sargent.
Novalak's pitted from 6th, rejoins 18th. Might be 19th if he's ahead of Zane Maloney. Does Sargent with 9/10 back. Sargent's starting to drop here. The F1 dream is beginning to slip away for Logan Sargent, as Hauger comes under pressure once again from Theo Pogačar. Didn't get through on this DRS zone, so Pogačar is much closer for DRS zone 2. He's got the detection point. Crucially, Hauger hasn't. Opens up the rear wing flap on the ART. Which way is he going to dive? Going to have to go for a late lunge on the inside, I think. He's going to go around that was a wasted move there. As Juan Manuel Correa passes Novalak. Oh, no, it wasn't. At the inside goes Pogačar. Hauger runs wide.
Yeah, well, he's got gifted a position, and after all, Hauger outbraked himself and gone way too deep through there. So Pogačar gets the position after all, as there's a pit stop for Armstrong.
Let's take a look at it again. Talk us through it, Synth.
Yeah, on the outside, and I just brake way too late to try and defend this. This is what Pogačar did as well.
I was about to say, that's exactly what Pogačar did, yeah. Straight on at turn 9. So Armstrong pits. Is that Sato? Sato pits 2. So Sato, that was Lawson 7th, Pogačar 8th, Hauger 9th, Zani 10th, and Sargent in 11th. Still outside the points.
Yeah, and those softs will be quicker, so how much quicker will they be?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to be quite far ahead, behind though.
This is delicate now. Sargent needs 2 points, we understand, to keep that position. At the moment, he hasn't even got 1. There's a lot of tension in the air here in Abu Dhabi, with 12 laps to go. Sato exits the pit lane in 20th. Zani rips off one of his visor strip tear-offs. Cordeal trying to get out of the way of everybody, it seems, dancing on the racing lines. And Sargent really now needs to push. Opens up the DRS once again. Closes down on Zani. He's only 5/10 away from him. Can he make a late lunge into turn 9? No. If anything, he's losing time with the DRS.
Yeah, it looked like it was quite far behind, but there's quite a big train forming behind Ronnie Zani. Everybody's closing up.
Sargent would drop to 6th in the driver's standings. He needs 3rd in the driver's standings. He drops to 6th. At the moment, Formula 1, there is no dream as Jaruvula pits. Oh, desperation's starting to sink in now. He's been signed with Williams, but he can't drive for them. This is the problem with super license points.
Who would think that Nissan is going to be the one who is stopping Sargent from going to Formula 1 next year?
Yeah, Roy Nepetrov I think everyone's going to call him now. Petrov held off Alonso back in 2010, stopped him claiming a third world championship. Megan doesn't like Vitaly Petrov. I can see why. Also doesn't like quite a lot of the drivers who jumped up the way for Sebastian Vettel in 2012 when Alonso could have been a 4-time champion.
Yeah, Alonso had quite some bad luck as well in the past.
It's strange to think Alonso, 5 points, he could have been a 5-time champion.
Wow.
So strange. 1 point in 2007, 1 point in 2012, and what was it? 2010, he was 3 points. So 5 points, and Alonso could have been a 5-time world champion. Madness.
Oh, can Sargent now attack? I think he's quite light. It's just a bit too far again, and turn 9 is not a corner where you can easily dive one on the inside. I see. Hoping that Nizani makes a mistake.
It used to be a good corner to dive bomb when it was the chicane. Now they've changed it to this hairpin, which does improve the flow of the track, yes. But that was like the only overtaking spot, and they removed it. Oh, Vasseur pits. So Dewitt's staying out as long as he can. And Fittipaldi now goes to second. This hurts Sargent even more. But hang on, Sargent's up to 10th. Sargent's up to 10th. So Logan Sargent now has 1 point. And that's because Jarubala pitted. So yeah, Vasseur will rejoin. So now Sargent has P10. That is 1 point. Still not going to be enough as things stand, but as soon as Doohan and Fittipaldi pit, might just make all the difference. So it's not over for Sargent just yet. He's third in the driver standings. At the moment, MP have the constructors over ART, and Novalak helping that with a bonus point. 139.286. He should jump into the top 10 as well once everyone completes their pit stops. But only Doohan and Fittipaldi left to stop.
Wow, this is quite exciting now. These final couple of laps here, we can see Sargent. I think in the background, is that Richards Vasseur already?
Yes, it is for sure. Right behind Vince.
Wow, so he's not too far behind them, and he's got a lot faster tires. So that could be something, that Sargent won't want to see.
Doohan is going to do another lap on the Virtuosi. Comes across the line, starts lap 25, and Virtuosi were in the pit lane with the softs. So they want him to pit, and Doohan is going long, and so is Enzo Fittipaldi, who keeps second position. They're the only two who hasn't stopped yet. They're banking on a late race safety car. If Sargent is the one to cause it, the irony will not be lost on him.
I mean, it might as well be him because he's getting a bit desperate now behind Nizani. He really wants to get past him. It's just incredible how he can't get past him. He looks to be quick, but maybe he just loses too much to the final sector, so he's not going to be close enough on the DRS straights to actually make a move.
Pushing so hard now. Let's hope he can find something as well as they come through. Lap 25 of 33. Fastest lap of the race goes to Clement Novalak, a 139.146. So he improves more and more. We've been green since the end of the virtual safety car. So about 24 laps green. Track temperature still at 42.4 degrees. Air temperature dropped to 30.2. So the cooler air is starting to come in as the sun begins to set in Abu Dhabi, ready for the F1 later. It'll be a twilight race, remember. And still a lot now of action and almost desperation starting to creep in. Doohan and Fittipaldi, the two who can stop him. And Doohan's got 17 seconds to Fittipaldi, and he's into the pit lane. Is it enough?
Okay.
36 seconds to Sargent isn't enough. Doohan, slow pit lane for F2 speeds. In the Virtuosi, will Fittipaldi come in too? Yes, he does. Both into the pit lane. Medium, they looked okay, those mediums. Perfect control from Doohan. And away he goes. This might keep him in the lead of the race. There's Iwasa. There is Dragovic. So Iwasa leads, Dragovic second. Fittipaldi's in, so Lawson takes third. big question is, though, does he come out ahead of
Behind
Sargent?
Pourchaire.
There's Azani. Sargent's gone through. That's Pourchaire. That's Hauger. And he's done it. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. He's got a Pourchaire.
Oh,
That's it. It's
no.
done. Tyre's in the middle of the road. Oh, this is unbelievable. Tyre going to be bouncing into the middle of the track. Can everyone avoid it? Yes. But Doohan, in the rush in the pit lane, they haven't put the tyre on. Doohan is out, and that is going to cause a safety car for sure. And that is perfect news for the one and only Logan Sargent. He moves up to 7th. One of his big rivals is out, and you can't believe it. Virgil Rossi on their own demise.
I was so excited to see his pace on those soft tires. I really thought he could win this race.
Sorry for that, mate. Just be safe, mate. Be safe. Oh, mate. You gotta be kidding me.
Doohan is out, safety car on standby, wheel off. Luckily everyone avoided it, and that's a big penalty coming for them. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah, it's front left.
They said it was
Oh.
on.
Yeah, it didn't look too bad for now. Did something break off under the tunnel? Here he already had some understeer and gone off the track, and then on the curb
Brakes.
it's gone off. Was it because of the curb, or was it? No, I think it had to be an issue already.
Yeah, I don't know, I think he got caught wide. Well, I hope it is. But that wheel, oh God. It's like a bullet, those wheels. Let's take a look. Was it? Oh, yeah, look, it was already off. He was understeering wide, and then it just broke off on the curb.
That's so unfortunate for Doohan. I really think he would have won this race, and he's already in the pits, I think, as well.
He's in the other one. He's in the other pit lane. He's not on the F1 pit lane. He's in the F2 pit lane. So I think that's where he's ended up. Yeah, he's in the F2 pit lane. So Doohan is out of the race. He's boxed it in the F2 garages, which is a very good idea, but it registers him as in the pit lane. A green flag, track clear, great. So no need for a safety car. But Doohan is out, and now that puts Sargent 7th. Fittipaldi rejoined the race in 17th, and that is it. Sargent will be up into 4th. Oh, hang on, he still needs to get ahead of Lawson. Lawson's 3rd in the Carling. Oh, is that enough super license
Again
points?
now, he might be down to 4th place in the championship. His teammate might be going past him, but he will not worry one bit, because he, Logan Sargent, is heading to Formula 1.
He's got it. Thanks, Alex. So he's got it. Sargent has enough super license points to be in Formula 1. So he doesn't need to worry about Nazani. He has got enough points. And there's a yellow flag as Nazani goes wide. There is a yellow flag on the track in sectors 1 and 2. Is that for the... Well, it could be.
Could be for the tire.
Yeah.
The marshals on the track. I don't see
Yes,
anyone
it was. Yeah.
dropping down.
Green flags again, so yes. Oh,
Virtual
no.
safety car.
Virtual safety car. What?
Why?
Well...
Oh.
Well, okay.
Seriously?
Really? There's no one there. I can understand safety, but there's no one there. They could have just kept that with the... They could have just kept that... Oh, Caldwell pits. They could have kept... okay, maybe that's why, because the cars were approaching quite quick. Oh, quick virtual safety car. It's what it's designed for, I suppose. So we don't have to have a full safety car.
But it could have just been a local yellow flag.
Could have, yeah. Virtual safety car is in. Green flag. Race on again. And Caldwell has been called out by that pit stop. But he's going to try and go for faster lap time. It was for the wheel then, the yellows. Weird though, it's at 47 seconds, yellow flag. Then it was a green flag, 5 seconds later, virtual safety car.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, they're really struggling here anyways, because we saw it earlier as well, that they're very late with safety cars sometimes.
They
I
are.
don't know why.
Incredibly. They just don't put them out like earlier, like with the red flag yesterday. They should have thrown it immediately, and it took until this part, turn 9, to throw the red flag.
And now is for sure the leader of the drivers who's on the softs now.
Yes, I think he is, yeah. Yeah, for sure he's on soft tyres, so he's going to be closing on Vesti. MP Motorsport, 305 points to ART's 294. Carling only a point behind ART, so Carling might nick it here.
Team's title.
only 0.2. How can I lose time? Maybe they're illegal, mate. Maybe they were illegal.
So that's
For sure is really close behind Vesti now, so that could be 1 point.
yeah, that's crucial. That'll change it without it. So that would put Carling level, and Carling have had more wins and podiums this year, so they would jump up in the constructors. So Carling might take second. MP though on the way to secure the championship. They've won the drivers with Dragovic. Can they win the constructors with Dragovic and Novalak? I'll tell you what, Dragovic wants to end his championship year with a win, and I don't blame him in one way. He's going to try, he's 6 tenths behind. Go on, Synth.
Last year, Piastri won as well this final race, right, as champion. So let's see if he can win now. It would, definitely secure the championship for the constructors, for MP Motorsport. The only thing, this shouldn't just go wrong, otherwise it should be in the pocket then for MP Motorsport.
Yeah, unless Dragovic crashes. And look at that, Vashur's past Vesti. And the stewards, Doohan will be investigated after the race, released in unsafe condition. It'll be a big penalty though for Virtuosi. Big one there. Lozani's past Sargent. And that Sargent's past Lozani! Get off, Dragovic! Show us Sargent! He's done it, finally! There he is, side by side! Down in the hotel section! Wheels screeching! Lozani forced out! Sargent to 6th! And that secures him for sure the championship for Formula 1 next year.
Wow, that's wonderful. They were still going towards under the tunnel, going side by side nearly as well, or under the bridge. So that was quite a long battle. I think they may have been going side by side from turn 9 all the way towards the later part of the circuit there. So
Here it is,
maybe we can see a replay of it.
Wow.
Yeah, through turn 9, down the inside. No, this actually he was already ahead of him. So I think he may have overtaken him in turn 6, and that with DRS, Nizani came back at him, and at this point. Sargent's got a better position because the corner goes to the right-hand side here.
They stayed side by side for absolutely ages. And now, Pourchaire has finally repassed Hauger, but Hauger has repassed Pourchaire. Those two battling together. The race lead is about to change hands as well as Dragovic opens up the DRS on the run towards turn number 9. Can he find a way through on the inside of Iwasa? I don't think he can, not this time. He's going to try and pace himself for a last lap, isn't he?
We're watching the wrong battles.
Yes.
There are constant overtakes in the back, and we're seeing this. This is on board. Now we're finally seeing Pourchaire, but it's too late now because the overtake has happened. I think maybe the switchback has worked. Oh, bit of oversteer there.
Oh, he was low on the gear. He's looking at the map. He's stopping!
Oh!
Pourchaire's got a problem! Did he hit anti-stall? What happened there?
Oh, huh?
Oh,
no,
and Cordial's past Lozani has gone off. What's happening? Well, it's all exploding now, isn't it?
Is he
Yes!
Yeah, he's slowing down.
Oh no! Theo Pourchaire with 3 laps to go in Abu Dhabi, and then with the smoke coming from the back as well, a little puff there. And can he make it back to the pit lane? But he is out, and that is the Constructors' Championship hopes well and truly gone. MP Motorsport will have the Constructors' Championship. Let's hope Pourchaire can make it back to the pits.
Yeah, and that will mean Carlin will be second in the championship as well.
Yeah, Lawson. Pourchaire makes it to the pit lane. Lawson 3rd. Sargent now 5th. Even better for the championships.
Wow, what can Dragovic do now with DRS? He's 7 tenths is a little bit too far, so I think he can only close up with this on this straight, but maybe on the next straight if he can get a good exit.
Oh, lock up from Iwasa! Can he get it stopped? Yes, he can. Thought he just locked it up a little bit, but that's going to give Dragovic so much more pace. Coming out of the 6-7 chicane, he'll have the DRS open. Novalak, his teammates, got the black and white flag for track limits, but Dragovic is all eyes to Iwasa. Trying round the outside to turn 9, he'll try and get the cut back. Iwasa goes wide. Yellow flag in sector 3. Dragovic trying to take the lead of the race and shuts the door. Why is there a yellow?
He's still going to try it on the outside here. Oh, but the corner goes to the right, so I don't think...
It's going to be close. There's a yellow flag somewhere here, though, so they can't really move soon. There's a yellow flag at the turn 19. There it is, green flag. There's something wrong at the hotel section that they've put the yellow flag out for, so there was no overtaking there. Why?
What happened? I don't see anyone dropping back.
Is the oil down for Pourchaire? What's going on there? Why is there yellow? Let's stop the fun.
That shouldn't give a yellow, does it? Or I
It'd be
don't
the
know.
oil flag, won't
actually.
it? Virtual
Yeah.
safety car again.
Why? Show us. Is it Cameron? Could be.
Tatiana.
Yeah,
Ollie
it is. I
Caldwell.
think.
It's Ollie Caldwell.
Oh, Caldwell it is actually. Yeah.
Ollie Caldwell is running slowly or stopped. So the virtual safety car is called on lap 32 or 33. And that is why.
Oh.
Well, that's
Well,
the
that
risk.
could bring a safety car towards the end, maybe.
Well, with only. How quickly can
Yeah.
we push that back? Can we get at least one more lap of running? Oh, God, how 2021. Let's have a look at Dragovic. This is turn.
This is in turn 1. What's happened here? She made a bit of a lock up.
No,
Don't see anything.
yes.
Oh, yeah, a bit of oversteer on the exit. But nothing.
Oh!
Oh, and there's the virtual safety car deployed. at
No,
that
it wasn't.
point.
Look, the boards aren't working again.
Oh.
Oh, it's ending.
Well, oh, it's.
Virtual
Ah.
safety car is ending. So, no DRS though. So it'll be a last lap showdown between Awasa and Dragovic. Green flag, race on. Oh, and
Oh,
Awasa.
and-
Yeah, he hasn't got going.
Well, Dragovic was more awake than Iwasa, so it's gonna be onto the final lap, I think, unless he can try it already. I don't
Dragovic
think it is.
can't go on the outside turn 9, but Awasa's been caught sleeping. Dragovic has gone for it. He's got the time as well. Inside line, coming into the hotel section. Dragovic's going to try and go for it. Awasa sort of backed him up. Awasa's trying to stop him so much into the hotel section. Dragovic is going to make the move on the last lap of the F2 season. Into the last couple of corners to start the last lap. And look, Lawson's coming in as well. Sargent holding on for 5th. Out of the last corner, battle for first. 33 of 33. Last lap the call of the 2022 season. Can Dragovic get ahead of Awasa? This will be giving us the final lap showdown we want to see. Awasa, good out of turn 1. Dragovic will have the DRS. Side by side is going to be inevitable. Can he do a Verstappen and launch it up the inside in turn 5? So the same as a Formula 1 car is Formula 2. He's got awfully close though. Will he risk the move with a DRS? Down the back straight away. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Open up the DRS. This might be an opportunity. Awasa moving left and right to try and break the toe. Dragovic isn't going to make the move here. He's too far back. He's going to set himself up unless he's going to be going on the inside line. No. Awasa blocks him. Dragovic gets a better launch. Through the chicane we go at 6 and 7. Oh, a little bit of oversteer. DRS open. Turn 9's the last opportunity. He's got the DRS. Awasa is so much more slower. Awasa pulls to the inside line. Dragovic goes with him. Now, round the outside to turn 9. Dragovic sends it. Awasa tries to force him wide. Dragovic holds around the outside line. He's still got the pace. They're side by side. Off the track goes Dragovic. And Awasa definitely forced him off there. That might be a penalty post-race. Can Dragovic fight back on the move? I don't think he can through the stadium sector. Lawson's getting involved in this too, but I think Awasa, with a bit of a push-off tactic there, might have just done enough. Dragovic has backed off. They'll argue that one later in the steward's room. But for now, it's a Awasa out of the last corner to take the checkered flag and win in Abu Dhabi with Dragovic second and Lawson third. Brilliant end to the race.
Wow, really elbows out from Iwasa. Of course he wants to win this race. It's incredible. Started from pole position and took the win here. We can see the others finishing still. Hauger, Sargent, and Sargent will have enough points now as well to get into Formula 1 next year.
It has been confirmed. Logan Sargent is a 2023 Formula 1 driver by finishing in 5th. He does have enough points. Let's hear from Awasa.
On Alex Brundle.
Lozani's got a penalty.
Really tough race. Really tough. But really thank you.
The
I
stewards
don't have all those things to say.
Oh, they are investigating it. No further investigation.
came up.
No further investigation. Awasa
Yeah,
wins.
I think that's the right decision.
Yeah, it was hard racing.
Yeah, and Dragovic tried something impossible. He wasn't really next to him at all. He was just maybe with his front wing next to his tire, so that's obviously always going to happen. So, very well defended from Iwasa, and oh, what a race.
And MP Motorsport are the F2 Constructors Champions. 305 points to Carling's 297. ART only on 281. Dragovic, the F2 champion, finishes second in his last race in the series. And now he'll move over to Super Formula for a year. And we have had that Sargent, with that 5th place, has enough Super License points, finishing 4th in the Drivers' Championship. He's an F1 driver.
Thank you all for your hard work and efforts this year. I know we didn't always capitalize, but as we just showed now, we were damn quick. So, thank you for everything.
Dragovic giving us a bit of a donut there and misjudging it a little bit there, Synth.
Yeah, a bit. It's a lot more difficult to do some donuts in a Formula 2 car compared to a Formula 1 car.
As Kobe Lambeth has just pointed out, actually this is the move again, Synth. Talk us through it.
Yeah, on the outside, yeah, he really tried it. And as you can see, at this point, it wasn't going to work anymore.
Yeah.
He just only his front wing was next to him. He just tried something which was never going to work. But yeah, it's obviously the final lap of the race, so why not give it a go? Maybe you should just try the cutback, but yeah, afterwards you can talk like this, but you never know at the moment you're racing. And very well defended then from Iwasa.
Brilliant feature race. Brilliant way to end the 2022 Formula 2 season. And don't forget, we're on here at 11 AM UK time for all of the action from Abu Dhabi. A 2-hour build-up. Let's hear from Dragovic.
Okay, Felipe, thank you very much. Thank you especially for the team. Thank you to have converted your number 11 in double one team and driver championship. Amazing job, thank you.
And donuts all round. Well done, Felipe Dragovic, F2 champion. And America, you have a Formula 1 driver with Logan Sargent at the wheel of the Williams in 2023. Brilliant. And F2 reaches new heights next season. Let's hear from Dragovic again.
Get the car ready for next year.
Thank you all, guys. Thank you all.
So many virtual safety cars in that race as well. No actual safety car, but 3 virtuals and just constant drama.
Yeah, well, then it seems like they're very safe and only putting virtual safety cars instead of safety cars, but that last one with the tire there shouldn't even have been a virtual safety car.
Shouldn't have been, no. Right, quickly, while they head out the car, let's take a look at the results then. It's Amuma Wasa winning the feature race. Felipe Dragovic finishes second. Liam Lawson rounds out the podium. Dennis Hauger is 4th. Logan Sargent 5th. Emil Cordial is 6th. Richard Verschoor 7th. Yuri Vips 8th. Marcus Armstrong 9th. And Roy Nazani 10th. Frederick Vesti 11th. Clement Novalak 12th. Jan Jarubala 13th. Enzo Fittipaldi 14th. Marino Sato 15th. Zane Maloney 16th. Juan Manuel Correa 17th. Tatiana Calderon 18th. Out of the race, Theo Portier, Ollie Caldwell, Jack Doohan and Ralph Boschung. Hugs and celebrations all round. The attention now, Synth, turns to the F1 race. Do you think it'll be a good one, or are we going to be in for another dull Abu Dhabi last race?
I think maybe similar like this race.
I hope so. This has been a good race.
Yeah.
That one brave mechanic who always has to print and bring the flag of team's champion for MP Motorsport in 2022. No doubt no doubt ART had one, and no doubt Carling even had one printed. That'll now get burned ceremonially later as well. Well done to the team. There's Iwasa, Japanese winner again in FIA Formula 2. Iwasa's second ever win in Formula 2, and it comes as well with another feature race win. That's 2 for him this season. Takes off the helmet, goes back down.
Still a shame that Dragovic isn't in Formula 1 next year.
Oh, I know. It hurts so much because Sargent is a great driver. He's been signed up with the Williams Academy, but Dragovic has got such a unique talent. And we certainly want to see the Brazilian in Formula 1 ASAP.
Yeah, I'm sure Drogovic is a future world champion. I know it is. He's so quick. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Right. Who's going to be talking to the top 3 down there as they're going to take their... I don't know who is actually going to be talking to them. They should be. Yesterday we cut off early because Sky cut us off from our broadcast. Can't see anybody waiting to talk to them. Everybody now just taking over their helmets, getting weighed for the drivers. Louise Goodman, I can just see in the background, former ITV F1 pit reporter, and now British Touring Cars presenter as well on ITV. And now the fans go for a spot of lunch as we head down to Rosanna Tennant from the top 3. Rosanna then is going to talk us through, first of all, with Liam Lawson.
Liam Lawson, congratulations on the podium again. You've had such pace this weekend. How happy are you with your performance this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, if you'd said at the start of the race from P9 we'd finish third, I'd be pretty happy with that. But considering how the race went, I think we had the potential to fight with the leaders. We just lacked a little bit of pace in the middle. So happy with the weekend. It's nice to have a clean weekend to finish it off. Massive thanks to Carlin for the whole year. I really, appreciate it. It's been a rocky season, but like I said, to finish like this is nice.
And by my maths, it's looking pretty good for the team standings as well for Carlin.
Yeah, I think so. We must be now. I'm not sure where Logan finished, but yeah, I think with this weekend, we finished pretty well.
Congratulations on a great weekend. Enjoy your break.
Thank you. Thank you.
Felipe Drugovich, drivers champion, and now taking MP Motorsport to the championship for the teams as well. Congratulations, and can I just say thank you for putting on a fight all the way to the end when it would have been easy perhaps to have taken an easier route.
Yeah, thank you very much, first of all. I think I never pushed so much in my life. But no, I think it was a very good race. Thanks for the team. I think they really deserve it. They're the ones who deserve it a lot, and yeah, the car was awesome now. So that's what allowed me to push the whole way through. But yeah, shame I couldn't get Iwasa at the end. The tires were just burning up, so I couldn't do much more than that. But yeah, thank you very much for the team.
It seemed like you'd hung on to the tires quite well, so I'm surprised that you found they weren't hanging on for you. How difficult was it managing it throughout the race like that?
Yeah, it was really difficult. At some point when I did the pit stop, I could catch him quickly, and then we almost came together in turn 6, and I had a big lockup on the rears, which I think took me quite a long time to recover that. But after that, it was quite okay. I was just, trying to keep my tires cool and then attack at the end. But yeah, it was quite chaotic at the end with the VSCs as well.
And just reflecting on your year, we'll miss you in F2, but we're going to look forward to seeing you around in the F1 paddock a little bit more, I think.
Hopefully I'll be around with Aston Martin, and yeah, hopefully I'll be preparing myself for maybe a future opportunity.
Good luck with that, and thank you so much.
You.
Felipe Drugovich, our champion this year in MP Motorsport as well, taking the team's championship as well. Ayumu Iwasa, congratulations. What a performance, what a defensive drive from you. How nervous were you in the cockpit when Felipe was breathing down your neck?
Yeah, it was quite big pressure. Yeah, actually, as a result, I didn't have a quite good speed compared to Felipe because he was quite quick, even under the dirty air. So that is an improvement. So we need to look at the data, what was the improvement in this race. But I won the race, so we don't have a better result than this one. So yeah, anyway, it was a tough race, but it was good training for in the future.
Well, we loved watching you. Another win to add to your tally. How do you look back on 2022?
It was a tough season for me because even I had a good speed, I was struggling a lot, especially beginning of this season. But we improved a lot. So, and then I could win the race at the end of the season, so it's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, well, look forward to seeing you in 2023. Enjoy your time off. Ayumu Iwasa, congratulations. You are the winner of today's feature race.
Thank you very much.
Let's get a quick word from Alex Jakes. Alex Bundle have been with us in the box this year.
Thank you to the top 3. Thank you to Rosanna Tennant for expertly interviewing them as ever. And it's time to head to the podium. If you've featured in the top 3, everyone having a breather. And a dramatic end there, a worthy race to close out the season, Alex.
A great race to close out the season. I love the way Iwasa talked at the end of the race there. It shows you the immediate thought for ever-improving Formula 2 drivers. Got to look at the data as to why I didn't have the pace at the end. Liam Lawson, Felipe Drugovich and Ayumu Iwasa, the top three.
That's our final podium of the season. Iwasa, Drugovich and Lawson, then Hauger, Logan Sargent heading to Formula 1. Thanks this weekend. A strong finish in both races for Amaury Cordial. Big breakthrough for him this weekend. Then for Shaw in 7th, Phipps in 8th. And then Marcus Armstrong, 9th place despite the penalty. Roy Nissany, final point in 10th position. Then came Vesti, Novalak, Daruvala and Fittipaldi. Marino Sato was in 15th. Then it was Zane Maloney who finishes his debut weekend. Brilliant to have Juan Manuel Correa back on the grid in Formula 2 ahead of Tatiana Calderon. Teo Porcher had to pull off with 4 laps to go. Ollie with 2 laps to go. Ollie Caldwell with 4. And then Doohan and Boschong, the official retirements.
Okay, let's head to
After
the drivers in the
57
cooldown room then.
minutes and 2 seconds of thoroughly entertaining racing, which leaves our championship battle resolved for both drivers and teams. Drugovich ahead.
Oh, cool,
265 Porcher in second. Lawson finishing P3. Let's listen in to what they make of the action.
Widescreen.
Absolutely nothing, Alex.
Got the weave going.
I think they're mostly afraid of that screen. I'd be jumping out of the way of the cars coming at me, I think. It's a pretty immersive experience, isn't it? I'd like to watch it from in there. And watching the action back then.
I quite like that screen. Looked quite good there as they're going to come onto the podium. I mean, that was something else, wasn't it? That screen, it was almost 4K wrap round 4D cinemas type stuff. It was great.
Yeah, it looked good. So,
Right.
yeah,
Just
well, good to end the season with.
Note that down as to what to have in the commentary box next year. Although I think it would be quite funny if we had virtual reality headsets commentating, because then it would just be really bizarre. Like if we did it in the metaverse or something, put the commentary box in there. That would be insane. I think you could, but I don't even know how it would be done as well. Plus it would be funny. All just wearing the headset. We'll have to try that. I know someone who's got a VR headset, a proper one as well, a friend of mine. And I'll have to say, can I borrow it? And then try that for a practice session at some point next year. And let Megan and you lot take over and I'll just commentate from the metaverse.
I think in the future you can definitely, with the virtual reality, you can watch on board with someone.
That'd be amazing.
Live.
Oh.
I think they're already trying it, right? They have a 360 camera
Yes.
on the car, so.
Driver's eye on board would be fantastic.
Oh.
When Liam Lawson came on the podium in third, I thought for a split second it was Max Verstappen. Genuinely, he looks so much like Max on the side. Second place for Felipe Drugovich, the F2 champion. And Ayumu Iwasa wins his second ever Formula 2 race and his second feature race as well. We will hear the Japanese national anthem on the podium. The Japanese national anthem there for Ayumu Iwasa, with Felipe Drugovich second and Liam Lawson third. The winner's trophy presented to Iwasa lifted up in the air. Absolutely fantastic race from him today. Started on pole and took it as well. And then Dams get the Constructors' Trophy. Always nice to see them doing well. Felipe Drugovich collects second. He's the F2 champion. They'll go race Super Formula for a year. And MP Motorsports are the team's champions. They've done the double. Exactly what they needed to do. Liam Lawson finishes third on his F1 career, looking a bit more likely as well if he can improve a lot next season. And now, as ever, to round out for the last time, it's champagne time! The alcohol-free champagne getting sprayed. What a season of Formula 2 it has been. What a race it's been. Synthel, my thanks for you joining the commentary box for so many events this year and being on site at Zandvoort. One question, what did you make of this F2 season?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the season, and I've really enjoyed commentating with you.
I have
Let's
too.
do this again next year. So, yeah, brilliant season and a lot of action. And yeah, I really hope to do this next year with you as well for most of the race.
Absolutely, Synth. Can't wait for 2023. Biggest calendar. We head to Australia as well. It all starts in Bahrain, followed by Saudi Arabia and Australia. Then a little break before we head over for Spain, Baku, and all the rest of the calendar. Monaco as well. My thanks to you, Synthel. My thanks to Megan Birch for lead commentating a few races. My thanks to Ian Birch. My thanks to Tom Dillon. My thanks to Josh as well. For all of you making 2022 such a great year for F2 and for F3. We'll see you when Formula 2 returns in March 2023. Goodbye for now.
This is classic Felipe Drugovich stuff. That was complete domination. Oh, and it's Nissani! Teo Porcher wins at Imola. The boy from Brazil is going to do the double.
That's all we do is...
Oh, Yuri Vips has hit the wall! Here's the moment for Dennis Hauger. Big accident there. We have an American winner, Logan Sargent. Marcus Armstrong takes the sprint.
I don't think I can bring it home.
A winner here in Formula 3 last year, a winner here in Formula 2 this year.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, Jack Doohan's in the wall. Absolute chaos. And that's Teo Porcher in the gravel. And now, Felipe Drugovich is the Formula 2 champion. An incredible way to end Formula 2 in 2022.